Hi everyone and welcome to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and I am here at Liquipel in Santa Ana, Southern California. And if you have ever been the unfortunate victim of dropping your phone or other electronic device into water and had it fail on you, well, this video might help you guys out because Liquipel is all about making phones and other electronic devices water repellent. So I'm going to head inside and see what Liquipel is all about. Hi.
Hello.
I was told you could Liquipel my phone.
Sure. Actually, Kevin will help you right around the corner.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, I'm now inside Liquipel, and I'm here with Kevin, who's one of the co-founders of this fine company. And Kevin, thanks for inviting us here today.
Absolutely, glad to have you.
And what we're going to find out more is what Liquipel is all about. So let's start with some history. Where did this company come from? When was it founded?
Right, yeah, the company has been founded now for about 3 years. So the other co-founder and I, Danny McFell, we started out in preventative coatings. So we used to have coatings that we'd apply to electronics to prevent them from getting scratched. We had to use moisture to get these films to lay flat. So we were constantly having employees water damage these electronics. And so we started looking for various ways to protect them from getting water damage. Started out with plugging the ports, physically trying to keep the water out, and we figured there's got to be a better way to do it. So this was the first baby step that we took towards Liquipel. So Liquipel, we basically knew that the technology inside of these devices has advanced so much. How come the way we're protecting them hasn't? And so Danny and I started to travel the world, looked around for various materials engineers, also people that had been involved in this sector for a while, and were able to team up with a team of scientists that basically helped us through that whole reformation process. We were able to create what has become Liquipel, and Liquipel itself is a liquid repellent coating that we're able to apply to electronics and other various materials through a specialized process.
So this is nanotechnology, which is just a fun word to say, but
Yes.
Essentially what you guys are doing is you're taking an extremely thin layer of liquid repellent material and you're covering not just the exterior of electronics, but also parts of the interior?
Yes, yeah, that's one of the things about our specialized process is we are able to actually treat the interior components as well. Touching on nano, like you said, yeah, nano seems to be a term that everybody throws into every new technology these days, but basically it's not that we're working with nanoparticles, but that our coating's so thin that it's on a nano scale. So in getting back to our specialized process, yes, it's done in a piece of machinery that actually pumps down, creates a vacuum, and then injects the liquid repellent formulation, which turns from a liquid to a gas as it enters the chamber. Then we have another state that we introduce. It's in the form of plasma that actually decomposes these liquid repellent molecules, polymerizes them, binding them to themselves and also onto the surface of the device. So, and this all takes place in about 20 to 25 minutes inside our specialized piece of equipment.
And the result is that you can take what would be an piece of electronics that would be highly sensitive to getting wet, and you can just pour water right over it, it runs right off, and it doesn't affect any of the electronics.
Yes, yeah, that's the idea. So it is a preventative coating in itself, so it's not something that we're saying, hey, now your device has been Liquipelled, take it swimming, go have fun with it. But most scenarios under which you would be water damaging your device, now Liquipel is going to keep you protected.
And you said there are a few different ways that this might be done. The process that you guys currently have for anyone who's interested involves some light disassembly, but not full disassembly of, say, like a cell phone that just coats the outside. But then also you could potentially take the entire thing apart to coat everything. What do you typically deal with more of?
It really depends on the level of performance that the individual customer is looking for. So per our retail program, what we usually do in cases where they have removable backs, we just remove the back battery cover, pull out the battery, place the device inside of our chamber and treat it as that. But it's not just coating the outside, it's actually getting down into the ports and down into the phone as well. And then with people that obviously need that next level of protection, on a case-by-case basis, yes, we can make certain adjustments to the process to get the performance to what it is that they're looking for.
Now, we've brought a couple devices here today. We have a smartphone. We brought an iPad as well that you guys are going to do the treatment on for us.
Absolutely.
If we're walking in and I'm a customer here, how long would I typically have to wait for the entire process to be complete and I can take my cell phone and get gone with it?
Sure, yeah, of course. No. The process itself, usually we schedule about an hour or so for our customers, so that's one of the great things about us is that we actually have an open facility to the public. They can come down, they can join us here at our headquarters. drop off the device with our staff, take it back, treat it in just about an hour or so. It'll be all ready to go. So, but the actual process, again, takes about 20 to 25 minutes. So just put a little extra time in there just to be safe.
So there's no overnight curing process or anything like that?
No, as soon as it's been treated, it's ready to go. And then furthermore, we're also very proud of the fact that we're the only ones in the world to offer a mail-in program where you can actually send us your device, we can treat it for you, and then mail it back to you at whatever shipping choice you choose.
Excellent. So we're in Southern California right now at your facility.
Yes.
So a lot of folks who might be watching this video who might be interested aren't local, so you do have the mail-in program available.
Yes.
Do you guys have you guys been expanding anywhere else in the world?
Yes, we have been expanding rather aggressively. So there was such a great response to the initial introduction of the technology that we had to kind of focus more so on the worldwide aspect. And so we've been rolling out equipment through Australia, many parts of Asia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia. All of these sites are coming up. Australia is going to be our first one to go online. They're actually launching August 22nd, so that's something we're very excited about. They'll be blanketing the entire country with the technology. And then from there now we're just kind of backfilling. So as far as the United States consumers go, we are supporting the mail-in program. But if they'd like, we're also working very quickly to get out. We've made some refinements with our equipment and with our partners, and we feel very confident within the next year or so we should be found in a lot of the major metropolitans within the United States.
Have you had a lot of interest in the Liquipel process from areas of the globe that are maybe more tropical, that have a lot more humidity to deal with?
Yes, yeah, believe it or not, a lot of people's climates are justification enough for the technology. And so in these areas, especially where they are in such remote locations and their technology is so important to them, they're very friendly to the Liquipel process. So, right. But as any of us consumers can understand, I mean, you spend $600, $700, $800 on a device. It's the same as putting a case on it. It's just that extra level of protection just in case you do have an accidental encounter with water.
Okay, and right now you guys have been primarily, or the services you guys are offering primarily for handheld devices like smartphones. You guys do tablets like the iPad. And then have you been branching out into any other types of technology?
Yeah, we have. We've definitely been experimenting in some other areas. There's a lot of promise, I can tell you, coming out of many sectors right now. Originally, we felt like the greatest need was in consumer electronics, and we wanted the public to know that there was actually a technology like this that was available. So despite what most people think, they would think that a technology like this might be shelved because manufacturers want to be replacing these devices. But really, at the end of the day, when the consumers become aware the technology is present, it's something that we should all be demanding in our electronics, and there's no reason why, as the technology within our devices advances, so should the way that we protect them.
And one last question before we get into some demonstrations here, but
Sure.
You might not be able to tell me specifics, but have you guys been working directly with any manufacturers of, say, smartphones or tablets to actually incorporate this as part of the development, the actual construction process, so you could just purchase a product that already has Liquipel?
Yes, yeah, I can't disclose any names at this time, but I can tell you that there are many groups that are very interested in implementing the technology directly into the devices, and furthermore, some companies that are willing to work with us from the ground up to implement the technology to get the exact performance requirements that they're looking for. So it is something that we expect to be seeing on many devices coming your way soon.
Excellent. All right, next up, let's take a look. We've got a few items back here. Oh, we also wanted to point out you guys got an Edison Award 2012.
That's one thing we're very proud of right there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we were in there with Apple and Corning, and so the fact that we could be recognized amongst that group was very endearing to us.
Fantastic. All right, so let's start off, and we have some water.
Sure, yeah, before we get to the water, I mean, just to kind of show you the application of the technology, this is one of our favorite things around Liquipel headquarters and with all of our people around us. This is just a regular tissue that's been treated with the Liquipel process. It feels just like a regular tissue would. There's no smell to it. There's no way to tell that anything special has taken place with this tissue. But as you can see, as we introduce water to this guy, I guess it's not water. Now we're moving on to liquids. But yeah, you can tell that
it
itself is not your normal tissue anymore.
The tissue is now reusable.
Yeah.
And I'm dripping.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it. So then furthermore, this is the same technology that we're actually applying to our electronic devices. And so here I have just a regular iPhone that's been treated with the Liquipel process. I'll let you kind of go through it and take a look at it, make sure it looks just as a regular iPhone would and performs just the same.
I can verify that this is a fully functional iPhone.
And then have an accident, if you would, please.
Oops.
So yeah, if your device does fall into the water, again, this is not something that we recommend, but if it does happen, certainly your device is going to be protected. So
That is fully submerged, and it still works. Have you tried going swimming and using, like, texting underwater?
No, unfortunately, some of our customers have, I hate to say, but the main thing with it is the technology itself is a preventative coating, so it's not something that we want people out pushing to the limit. But again, like I said, under normal scenarios where you would have just killed your $700 phone, your device is going to continue to work just as it would.
Spilled a cup of coffee, or, you know, drop something in the toilet, God forbid.
Yeah, you'd be
clean it off really well.
Going to the toilet, unfortunately, but yeah, toilets into the sink, get caught in the shower, or in the rain, got to take a call in the shower, any of those things.
My old roommate was really good at just flinging his phone. All right, Kevin, so we have brought along a couple of our toys. So we have an iPad right here. We've also brought along, this is actually Kyle's phone. This is Kyle's HTC Resound smartphone that he just recently got. So let's get them all treated up.
Sure, sounds great.
There we go.
Just take them into the back here for you.
Okay, follow us.
Sorry guys, gotta leave you here.
Alrighty. Authorized personnel only. That's where the magic happens.
Alright guys,
Hey,
here you go.
Kevin's back.
All done. So there's your iPad. There of course is your phone.
Alright.
Our special packaging.
So you guys give a little bit of extra stuff along with them?
We do, yeah. We make sure, I mean, especially with the shipping process, everything going back is going to be, you know, in a foam padded package. You don't have to worry about it getting damaged on the way out. The actual phone tins themselves are made of metal with foam inserts as well. So.
And we also have...
Yeah, so just an explanation of what comes out with each device. So you actually have, usually they'll come with a nice case to keep them in, also cleaning the screens and everything else. Works out very well. You have a Liquipel tissue that's present on each side of one of these. So if you want to show the technology to your friends or family or whatnot, it's a lot easier than dunking your phone or your device. Also makes for a really good bar trick if you're out for a night on the town.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have a little explanation of our Watersafe scale. This is basically based around what we expect, the real world scenarios that you would encounter that you would damage your device. And this is just giving you an actual gauge of what your device can withstand. And then you have the aftercare instructions themselves. So if your device does happen to come in contact with water, then you know exactly what you need to do to take the best steps to keep it from getting damaged. So that's what goes out with our iPad. Very similar to that with our mobile phones. Same thing, you have your preventative steps, your Watersafe scale here, and then it comes out with a nice little suede baggie to keep your device in afterwards if it's going to be in your pocket or anywhere else.
There's Kyle's phone. Now, so we want to just specify here, since I know you've had some customers who have gotten their devices back and played around with them in various ways. It's a preventative measure, but this doesn't necessarily mean you should go and be using this as an underwater camera.
Right.
But it's going to protect it from dumps and water splashes and all those types of stuff. Would you mind helping me out there, Kevin? We're going to give Kyle's phone a quick test run here.
Just show everybody here that it's working just as it would be before.
There we go. You know, hopefully he doesn't get any phone calls, and we're just going to dump some water right on there. Look, it runs right off. Totally protected. Beautiful.
Yeah, and you can actually see the contact angle here with the coating. So
drips right off. So.
Yep. Phone will continue to work just as it would before. So.
Beautiful. All right, so Kyle, we got your phone all set up for you.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. And thank you, Kevin, for sharing all this information with us. And for those of you at home, if you'd like to see more tech videos, you can head over to youtube.com/Newegg. Don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like more info on Liquipel, as well as pricing, as well as all the features you guys have available, as well as features in the future and other devices that you guys might be liquipelling. Is that a word? Can we say liquipelling?
Liquipelled.
Liquipelled.
Yeah. Or liquipelling, or yeah, I mean, it pretty much works in any sense.
So you can head over to liquipel.com. That's LIQUIPEL.
Yep, just like liquidrepellent.com.
All right, Kevin, thanks a lot.
Pleasure having you guys.
Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you very much.
See you later, guys.